guys, what is going on? Red Mash here, and welcome back to another Cards and Castles video. So, if you guys happen to remember a while back, I did post a video with the help of some others on what I thought at the time was the sort of one of the best starter decks that a newer player can get their hands on and use if they want to effectively climb the rankings. And in that video, I did mention that the deck that I showcased wasn't really the only deck that was made amongst the group of players I was working with. And there was one deck in particular that kind of stood out to me and sort of wanted me to make another video based on these starter decks, because that one I thought at the time was very effective and it provides some variety to those who maybe don't want to play in the Warlock Crusaders. Now, how we're going to work this video is also going to be a little bit different. I didn't make the deck personally, so I thought the right thing to do is to bring the creator of the deck onto the channel. So he's going to actually take you through not only the deck itself, but he'll take you through a couple of matches with this deck as well. So with that being said, I introduced to you guys Superbaseball101, showing off his starter deck, or what he believes is one of the best starter decks for newer players to engage in.
Hello, I'm Superbaseball101, and I'm going to be showing you guys my budget green-red deck. So, this deck functions as a hybrid between an aggro and a good stuff deck. For a quick definition of these terms, an aggro deck is one that utilizes its early and mid-game to take down the enemy castle before they have enough time to build up their combo. A good stuff deck is one that utilizes its global buff cards, specifically Blacksmith and Armory, to make their units stronger than the enemy and snowball them. Now, instead of this deck being a full aggro deck or a full good stuff deck, it pretty much just takes the best parts of both deck types and combines them. This creates a deck with a very good early and mid game that will usually deal a good amount of damage to the enemy castle, which means that when you do start to get your global buff cards out, you won't have to snowball and can just focus on hitting the enemy with 1 or 2 units in order to end the game. Alright, so now let's talk about some card choices and how to play this deck. So to start off, you've got your early game units, which are Lumberjack, Heart Rider, and Austin City Guard. This might not seem like enough early game to really change the deck to aggro, but by playing very aggressively, you can consistently get damage in on the opponent's castle in the early game. Then you've got the stars of the deck, Blacksmith and Armory. These cards make your early game cards so much better, and your late game cards are able to either trade better or deal more damage to the castle. For example, a Austin City Guard combined with Blacksmith can take out a Green Drake while another Drake is on the field, and you still have your Blacksmith. That's incredible. The only problem with Armory and Blacksmith are that when you play them, you are losing tempo and possibly allowing your opponent to take over. That's where burn cards come in. Flame Cannon, Dagger Storm, Blue Firebolt, and Flame Storm are all amazing cards that can provide great trades against enemy units, allowing you to get out your global buff cards. Keep in mind, only Cannon and Flame Storm can hit the enemy castle, and thus they are extremely important in late game if the enemy defends against your rush and they only have a few health left. You can also use a burn in the late game to clear a path to the enemy castle. We are now onto the mid game units, which are Wizard, Darkbender, and White Knight. These are cards that can make exceptional trades against enemy units, and also deal some damage to the enemy castle. With your ranged units, you don't want to hit castle right away, because then the opponent can easily take it down for free, due to the fact that ranged units don't retaliate against melee. It's best to save them, and use them to take down enemy units until you need their damage to win the game. With White Knight, it's totally fine to rush the castle though, especially because when you hit the castle, the White Knight will heal for whatever its attack is. You've then got your late game units, which are Minotaur, Northland's Ranger, and Swordsman. These are the final damage dealers, and the things that will usually cause the snowball to start. Minotaur and Ranger have incredible stats, and therefore can be used both to kill enemy units and rush the castle. Swordsman is similar, but due to the fact that it will usually deal 12 or more damage if it does hit castle, it's best to try and rush castle instead of taking down units. By rushing castle, by the way, I usually mean rushing up the sides and you'll see that in the gameplay, but with Swordsman, it's best to rush up the middle, because you don't want the enemy to be able to attack it until it's at the castle. Merchant's Favor and Merchant's Estate are also very important parts of the deck. Favor can help you to get out either your global buff cards, mid-game, or late-game cards a turn earlier than usual, which can be a huge help in some games. Merchant's Estate can also do that, but it has another use, which is blocking for your units when they are on the castle. For example, if you have 2 units on castle, and place Merchant's Estate down next to one of the units, the opponent either has to kill the unit or kill the Merchant's Estate if they want to get to the main unit. If that doesn't make much sense, I'll show you what I mean in the gameplay. Lastly, Phantom Strike can be a huge help in this deck because it can be both used offensively and defensively. If the opponent only has a few health left, you can use Phantom Strike on a unit that otherwise wouldn't have been able to hit the castle and win the game. On the other hand, it can be used as a 1-cost removal card if it's used on a big unit, or a good trade maker if used on a small card. For reference, here's Phantom Strike. I think that's pretty much it. On to the gameplay. Okay, so we're facing Old Boy running a Viking Ninja deck for this match, which is probably OTK or Traps. His hand is looking decent. Get rid of those two because I have a good early game. I don't need too much ramp here. I'd love an armory or a... It's not what you'll want to see. It's cool though because a blue fire can take out most of his stuff. So, yeah, I'm just gonna honestly rush right now. There's nothing else I need to do in this scenario. Okay, so just he summoned a House in the City with that. It's a good card award, but not great. This is fine, because I can just use White Knight as well, and the next turn I can do Merchant's Estate to get me there by turn 4. Which is fine. I now have two 2/4s on the field, both with lifesteal, which is huge. He doesn't really have a way to take down both of them. Ronin is fine, but a mistake since I can do Blue Firebolt. Not even. I can just do this. And now I've got 2 on tower, 2 2/5s on tower. This is a great start to the game. Great start to the game. He's gonna run Rune Warrior. I don't know which one triggers for. It does in fact trigger first, so that means he is dead. Flamestorm could put him back there. See, White Knights, I need to decide whether White Knight's more important or Minotaur is more important. Since he looks like he doesn't have too many counters to White Knight, I'm going to do Flamestorm first. Very important you do it first, because then you get to heal for 2 when you hit the castle. And you always, one thing you're going to want to do with this deck is place your units either above or below the castle, not to the left of the castle. That way they can't kill your unit and then go back and hit your castle in one shot. Perfectly fine. Because now I can rush with Minotaur. That was a mistake. Yeah, okay. So if you notice what I did there, I should have rushed up the top of the field instead of the bottom. Yeah, so I've already won this one most likely because he has to take down White Knight and Minotaur or I win. So that's not going to help, especially because I have a blue Firebolt in my hand. The only thing that could save him right now is I think a Dawson City Guard. No, that's a good game. Yeah, top deck. Now we're playing Mendes, a red-purple deck, most likely an Awakened deck. I'm liking the White Knight, Flame Cannon, and Swordsman. I'm not sure about the second one though, so I'm going to get rid of that. Hopefully get an early game card. That is perfect. Perfect. Exactly what I want. See, I'm not sure whether to use the metal to take out the wizard. If he's rushing me, that's a great glass cannon for rushing for sure. See, problem is I can't use that. I need to use flame cannon for that, because if I coin into wizard and the imp's ability hit wizard, there's no spot on the board where this lumberjack couldn't finish off the extra 1 damage. So it'd just be a wasted wizard, and then I'd have nothing turn 3. See, I'm fine playing this. I'm not going to hit it. There's no reason to. If it was, say, Jitsu, which is the +4 for a strike one, it would kill my White Knight for pretty much just 3, which is not worth it for me. Okay, so he's just playing a trap deck right now. It's looking like it. Okay, and he's going to just hit castle again. I'm not quite sure how I like that. Maybe we should have waited. Okay, so either way, it's just, that's all it is. There's no reason I should be scared of it in any way. It's just 1 damage on my tower. It's really nothing much. Now for the second trap, it's not activated when I hit castle. It's not activated when I attack a unit. It's not activated when I play a unit. It has to be when I use a trick on something. So, wow. Probably should charge my phone soon enough. Here, best spot to play it is there. That way I can hit the lumberjack and then rush up the middle here. Wow. Wow. Wow? Okay. That's good. I'm just hoping right now he doesn't have a flame cannon. It's pretty much my main fear as of right now. So I'm just gonna kill that. Blue firebolt that. Wizard here, and then this is very, very close game. You know, Flamestorm or Cannon or any one of those. It obviously doesn't have it right now, but if he got it, it would be bad. Okay, so I want to now rush, and I know this is gonna do much. No, I'm fine with that, actually. That's good. Now, if I can get tower down to 3, we both win if it's a flame cannon. Which is exactly 9 is fine for that. Trap. Flux, and then I'll assume he's gonna move his Grendel up. Although it might not be the greatest play. So he's just trying to rush tower. Rush castle. You okay? Ooh, that is unlucky. Either way, I had fear. Oh, not actually entirely unlucky, because I'm gonna fear that back. And here's where this thing that I remember if you remember what I said about the in the guide about Merchant's Estate, I can now force the enemy to attack from one side. So if they want to attack swordsmen from the bottom half, they're gonna have to get through Merchant's Estate. And they're just hoping for a flame cannon. That's their only hope right now. And they didn't get it, which is great. Inspire into Hawson City and Sniper. Pretty sure that's game. Ooh, we had a firewall already, so. Yep, that's game. So, yeah. GG Mendez. So here we're playing Mirko Tejata. Don't know if I pronounced that right. Crusader Pirate, which means probably school ramp. I'm gonna get rid of the White Knight because Blacksmith White Knight is a great combo, and especially combined with Hawson City Guard. This looks like it should be a very good game with this hand. And the Northlands Rangers are looking great as well. If he doesn't play anything, yeah, I'm gonna rush it like this. And the reason I do that and not move it next to the other Hassan Guard, the one in the bottom, not moving it right next to my tower, is because it allows it to just hit more cards, give them less space, safe spaces around the board. So he does Dwarf Miner. Oh, that is such a good move for me because I can do Blacksmith, kill this, and then I get a free 3 damage onto the tower right there. Alright, so this is a great start to the game. Even a Southport captain right now will get killed, so the only really good thing about running captain in this scenario. Okay, so once again, I'm gonna use this blocking thing, or yes, I'm gonna move the Hawson City Guard below the tower and then push with a White Knight. That way, in order to kill the White Knight, once again, they have to kill the Hawson City Guard, which will take up some of their gold. And any damage they do, unless they kill the White Knight, they won't be able to use it because it'll just heal on the castle. Ooh. Here, I'm just going to hit. I'm going to move this back once again because I want to utilize the full power of the Blacksmith. That's looking good. I have a Flame Cannon, so I just need to deal 5 more. So Lumberjack and 1 other hitting, or the Last Will and 1 other hitting of the Salahar Rider should win me the game right here. And if they somehow defend against this push, I have a Northlands Ranger and a Phantom Strike. Alright, that's a good game. And yep, that is 2, 3, and a Flame Cannon to end it.
And with that, that's going to do it for this little collaboration project between myself and Superbaseball101. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to like the video, share with your friends, and comment down below not only your thoughts on the deck and the matches, but how Super Baseball did. I think this is one of his probably first time doing something like this for YouTube, so be sure to leave something positive in the comments section below so he can see it. And if you guys want to see more from Superbaseball101, let me know in the comment section as well. If you want to see him on for maybe another collaboration, whether that be us together or another one of his decks or something like that, or if you guys want to of course appear on the channel as well. I'm thinking about perhaps doing this again with some other players, so if you guys are interested, again, do let me know in that comment section below. So with that being said, while you're down there, if you haven't done so already, if you're leaving a comment, or if you aren't leaving a comment, regardless of what you're doing, if you're already down there anyway, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Help show support the channel, help us grow, all by clicking that subscribe button, no additional cost to you. With that being said, guys, that's going to do it from me. So for myself and Superbaseball101, until next time, stay gaming.